I was like, what? You're going to record me? What? Really?
Hi, I'm here today with Sharyn Watson. Sharyn, can you just introduce yourself and tell us where you're from and what you do?
Sure. So I am Sharyn Watson. I own and operate Watmar Electrical and Air, which is a Gold Coast-based electrical and air conditioning company.
Fantastic. So you've been a member of the Business League now for nearly a year, I think.
Yeah, would be.
So before you joined, what were you looking for, and what were you wanting to achieve with the business before joining the Business League?
So I was just looking to grow my network. I'm involved in another networking group, but I was looking for one that had different people at it, something that offered really good speakers, and just to become part of, another broader network that meets on a regular basis.
Yeah, for sure. So networks are pretty important for you?
Very important. Yeah, over 50% of our business would come from referrals. So, yeah, really important.
So huge component of business. And so what were you hoping to get from the Business League?
Well, I was hoping to make new contacts, but as always, when you commit the time to anything, you hope to get business from it. So, at the core of everything is growing your business and increasing, how much money you make, I guess. So, yeah, even though you get a lot more than that from the Business League, that's certainly what I was looking for, was to grow our business. Yeah.
And so why did you choose to apply to join the Business League?
There was a lot of people there that I had not met before. So when you've been on the Gold Coast a long time, you do tend to cross over the same people and a lot of the same things. And, so there was lots of people there that I hadn't met before. It's different to other events that you go to in that you do become part of the family. So everyone knows you. You, Ed and Rebecca and Andrew and Kath, all know all the members by name. And so that helps grow your brand a bit because you become part of the family. So, it's awesome.
Yeah, nice. And so what are the top three things that you've loved about the Business League?
Definitely being part of that family. So having that opportunity to become part of another, a group of people. I think the regularity of the meetings I really like, the same days each month and all that sort of stuff. And then speakers. You guys always have great speakers that, I've learned a lot from and had lots of opportunity, to get more information from, which has been great. So
I've been blown away by the speakers this year. It's been crazy.
Mark Sotheby, is it how I say his surname?
Sotheby,
yeah, he was amazing. Probably the best speaker I've ever seen in my 25-something years in business, I think. So, he was exceptional.
Seen at the Business League.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't even know who he was. I thought he was a rugby union player until I came to the breakfast. But, we were all spellbound by him. He was phenomenal. Absolutely.
There were a few lady crushes going on when he...
Oh, yeah, there's a bit of that. Yeah, I gave him my card at the end whilst he was doing some little video thing. If you don't ask, you don't get. I think you might have even told me that. So here's my card. You have an electrical company.
And a lot of members get business out of the speakers, which is fantastic. So explain to me a bit more about this family vibe that you've talked about. What's the benefit for you as a business owner with that?
It's always, I think the Members Lounge sort of creates that environment where you can ask for support or ask questions. Sometimes when you're in business for yourself, it can be a lonely place. It's good to know that everyone faces similar challenges in business for themselves. I think people really care about what you're up to. I remember the first piece of business I got referred to from the Business League. Somebody asked in the Members Lounge if anybody knew an electrician, and, in like 9 seconds flat, 5 people said, "Have you met Sharyn?" So, it was awesome. That was really positive to have that many raving fans about your business, I think. So, yeah, and that's part of that family thing. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Support.
Yeah, absolutely.
Explain to me the benefit that you get from the speakers.
Well, you get to see... I'm a breakfast girl. Going to lunches is difficult for me. I need to be in the trenches with my troops. So breakfasts are a good event for me to go to. And you don't have to spend $200 on a ticket to go and listen to a great speaker. You know, sometimes you'd see a speaker advertised at another event, for example, and you think, I must get to that. Whereas you just know the Business League will have great speakers each time you go, and you get to hear from people that you didn't even often know about. And they've often been there, done that, which is pretty cool. So, and from all different walks, you know, it's amazing, just amazing.
Yeah. And we really focus in on tailoring the speaker's story to the members. So they are prepared, they're prepped, and they know exactly what we want them to talk about.
Yeah, it's great. It's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. And the speakers love it. The speakers have been raving about the breakfast recently, which is really cool.
Yeah, awesome.
So in terms of results that you've achieved from the Business League, what have you got out of it?
Well, we've got like actual business. So, you know, one of the members used us for a whole heap of electrical work at a house. Another one of the members referred us to a gentleman who has a couple of body corporates, and we now do all their work, electrical work ongoing. Yeah, we this summer will be the first summer that we've really done aircon in a big way. So, you know, I'm confident that we will get aircon work from members of the Business League, and their referrals, I think. Yeah. So, you know, we are about to launch an online store for air conditioning, and you know, super prices, amazing pricing to deliver anywhere in Australia, and I'm looking forward to being able to share that in the members lounge, because I know that they will all share that with their networks, you know, and totally. Within an hour of me launching that store, the Business League will share it with a couple of thousand people, I have no doubt, you know, so, which is awesome.
So one of the exciting things about that is that the Business League's quite a lot larger than a lot of other networks. Really big member base, and so that ripple effect out into other people's communities can be huge.
Yeah, it's huge. It's made bigger than it looks. Do you know what I mean? It's, you know, you come to a breakfast and there'll probably be 100 people there, give or take. But, you know, the members lounge and that ripple effect is probably, you know, 50 times that size. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think the power is in the relationships in the communities outside the members. Yeah,
absolutely.
So in terms of objections that you had to joining, were there any objections that you went through that, I don't know if I should join because of this?
Not really. Probably more just in terms of time constraints. You know, and probably the only times I haven't been to a Business League breakfast is just because I operate a trades business and we open at 6:30 in the morning, different to a professional business where they open at 9. So sometimes something happens and I can't attend. So it would only be really the time constraints, I think.
Yeah.
But no, other than that, not really.
So for those people that are in your same boat that are busy and have a lot on their plate, what would you say about that objection of not having enough time?
Oh, I just think the benefits far outweigh the time commitment. And I think, you know, who knows what 5 years of my membership in the Business League would be worth, but, you know, it'll be 6 figures, I'm sure. And if somebody told me go to 2 breakfasts a month, invest 4 or 5 hours and you'll get 6 figures worth of business from it, I'd be like, can I go every day? You just need to find the time, and your phone will ring, and there'll be people who need you, and that happens to everybody, but the benefits will far outweigh the time commitment in terms of your own growth, personal growth, and your business growth.
Yeah. And at the end of each breakfast, are you always happy that you turned up?
Absolutely. I often go away, you know, all charged up. So even if you wake up and you think, God, I'm up and it's middle of winter and it's 6 degrees, what am I doing? You never leave a breakfast feeling that way. So that whole get up, dress up, show up thing, in the hope that, you know, it'll all be okay. And it always is. You know, you always come away from your speakers pretty charged up about it.
Barocca in a breakfast.
Yeah, I like it.
And so what's your favourite part of everything that you get in the Business League? What are those things that you really love?
I love the members lounge. I love that there's a community way to communicate outside of the breakfasts.
Yeah.
Look, both the venues are spectacular for breakfasts. You know, they're not, you know, I think they sort of match the level of event that you guys stage. And again, it's part of feeling like you're part of something. I think the fact that you and Rebecca know who I am, and the founders of an organisation know who I am, and know, you know, I've seen people ask for recommendations and you guys recommend us, you know, because you know us and you know what we do. So you don't get that at a lot of other groups, and that's Yeah, really
I'm
valuable.
completely biased, but we do actually care.
I know. And it's obvious. You can sense that, definitely.
Yeah, awesome. And so who would you recommend the business league to and why?
Probably to everybody. Super important for people who are in startup phase where they feel really lonely and isolated, because all of the things that you think are just happening in your business are happening in everyone's business. And sometimes it's just good to know that happens to everybody. You know, everyone has cash flow pressure and everyone has growth pressure and all of those things. But yeah, so definitely if you're in startup phase. But if you want to grow your network, you know, if networking is not your natural space, you know, for me it is. It's something I've always done. But if it's not your natural space, the Business League makes it very easy for you to meet people, you know, table talk, all those sorts of things. If you're a bit of a shy person who doesn't naturally network, the formula takes care of that for you, you know.
Yeah,
so,
brilliant.
yeah, people are not just lost and standing there not talking to anyone because the formula of your events takes care of it.
Yeah, fantastic. Is there anything else you wanted to add? I've pretty much asked all the questions I was wanting to.
No, I don't think so. It was awesome to be the guest concierge last month. I really enjoyed that. It allowed me another opportunity to stand up and tell the group what I do, as opposed to me just doing that anyway and getting in trouble for talking too much. I actually had a forum to do that. So that was awesome. You know, if anybody,
and it's great to meet all the guests and members as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And if anybody ever joins and they get an opportunity to do that, you know, even though you've got to get up super early to do that, I would recommend that definitely. So yeah.
So thank you very much, Sharyn, for that and for sharing what you've got out of it. For anyone listening, if you are interested, jump on to the Business League page, go to the networking events and have a look at the guest speakers we've got coming up, and we'd love to invite you along to have breakfast with us. But thanks a lot, Sharyn.
Pleasure. Thank you.